Then click the
Good morning,
right
good
corner.
morning, good morning. How is everyone doing this morning? Yeah, hold on. Good morning. We're gonna eat some breakfast and chit chat. We got my hand caught in the bag. Coffee cakes. Oh yeah, coffee cakes, coffee cakes. AMR sound coffee cake. We got. So shut that door behind me. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning, Cocoa Butter Barbie. How are y'all doing? Got up this morning, took the kiddos to school. They were gonna eat some breakfast. Let the dogs outside. It's nice and cold. Still about 30 degrees. Got up and everything has frost on it. The news says we're gonna get some magic snow in Texas by next week. Probably be the first time it snowed in Texas since about 1989, before Thanksgiving. I'm gonna shut this door. Yeah, I think the last time we had snow around Thanksgiving was back in like maybe '93. Had to stop the live internet connection. Is screwed up. Why is your Why is your internet connection screwed up? Is the snow messing with it? Do you have like satellite internet or something? 'Cause we have satellite internet here because I'm in the country. And then like if you get a good rainstorm or a bunch of clouds, the whole internet will be messed up. You hit me again, Cole. Took me down to 223. I was at 229. Let me jump over and make sure I still got you. I should still have you because I look at your shit every day. Make sure I still got you at least. Because they like to take away people that actually watch your shit, which I don't understand why they would do that. Like I had to reconnect to Riz yesterday. So I still got you. 223. Still got my bells on. Got your last short on here still, 5K views. Holy moly, your last short did bomb. Your last short did real good, Coco. It happens with the weather sometimes. They always get me with the weather too. Damn, Coco, your last short hit 5K. Maybe remix that short up and drop that son of a bitch again. See if you can't hit 10K on it. I've been kind of doing that lately. When I have a short that does real good, I'll kind of change it up just a little bit and then drop it again and see. Just keep dropping it, keep letting it roll until it gets done rolling. Because if 5,000 watch it the first time, maybe 10,000 different people will watch it the second time. Maybe some people might not like that idea, but if you look on there, I've done that eggs drop a couple times. I tried it again this morning, and every time I've done it, it's done better and better and better and better each time. Yeah, the weather sucks. I actually got lucky last night. I went to bed at 6:74 and I woke up at 6:74. It's like the first time in a month or two that I've went to bed with a number and woke up with the same number. I'm not real sure how that happened. Yeah, the weather always messes up my internet. Yeah, you might as well try it. Like if something works good, keep working it. Take another short that did real good, remix it up, drop it, let it run for a while, and then drop that other one on top of it. And that way it just looks a little different on your page, but it still gives the option for it to continue to run and continue to grow. You ever tried these before? Crumb cakes. It's like a streusel coffee cake. These are actually made in New York. Where's it? It says it on the package somewhere. I ripped it. Established in New York in 1898. It says established in New York, 1898. Intermans. They're so good. I have them with hot coffee or hot cocoa. I like them in the morning because they're not too much sugar. They got a little bit of bread. I'm really not a bread person normally, but good morning, the Wilsons, Dallas. How are you? How are you? Long time no see. I guess you've been busy working. The pin links at the top. If anybody wants to join the panel, they're more than welcome to. Making a mess all over myself. I finally got working and lurking. That's how you do it. I finally got the go live together option on my YouTube app, and I got all those new emojis. And I heard somebody saying yesterday in one of the chats that they didn't get the new emojis yet. My idea for that is restart your phone. Restart your phone a couple different times, and maybe it'll update your YouTube app in the process, and you'll get your new stuff. But I got the new emojis a couple days ago. There's some pretty cool emojis on there too. Totally different than the crappy YouTube emojis they've had this whole time. I'm not sure what they look like on the StreamYard set side though yet. Add to stream. We got Miss Tammy. Good morning, Miss Tammy. How are you?
Good morning.
How's that snow looking?
Oh my gosh. You want to go out? Do you want me to go out and show you?
Yeah, I like snow. I'm still a little kid. I'm in Texas, so I only get snow every blue moon.
I don't like snow.
You don't?
No.
Miss Coco says, hello, Tammy.
Hey, Barbie, what's up?
You got it this morning, the go live thing, the go live together thing. Yeah, mine popped up the other day. I haven't tried it yet though.
I've had mine for a bit now, but I haven't had anybody to go live with. I'm gonna take you outside, guys. There you go. It's snowing on me.
Yeah, it is, ain't it? It's starting to stick now too, huh?
Yeah.
You can see Nina's little trail right there, right down the middle.
Yeah, that's hers and Butch's.
Yeah, you can tell where she goes out and makes that run straight out the middle and then comes running right back through.
Yep, exactly.
You need to get a video where she come hopping them steps and sliding on the porch.
You know, it's funny because she did that the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll do things where, you know, I don't have the phone.
Right.
Like right now, she's in my recliner sleeping.
As soon as you got up, she took it over?
No, she will every morning literally come up here and just sleep with me.
Yeah.
Here. Say hi.
Hello, dog.
Can you say hi? Yeah.
What are you doing?
You say hi, Cole. Hi, YouTube.
Look, I done started a ride over here with these damn dogs. Here, you want to come say hi to the puppy? Come here. Oh, come here, fatness. You want to say hi to the puppy?
Look at the puppy. See the puppy?
Look at the phone, stupid, not me. Look.
You could care less, huh?
Look at the dog. Look, say hello. Say hello, dog. Pay
Nina,
attention.
can you say, what are you doing? What are you doing?
That'd be hilarious if they got to sniffing at each other through the phone.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh.
The Wilson says hello. Hello to Miss Tammy.
Hey, good morning.
The Wilsons, Dallas.
Oh, you're in Texas too. It's probably nice and warm there.
No. It's in the 30s. We got up this morning, everything was frosted over already. Had to pour water on the windshield to get the kid to school. We got
30s, really?
30s.
That's not normal.
No, and it's supposed to. They said that it's supposed to snow next week sometime. Miss Queen T is in the building.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Queen T. How are you? We are doing well. I am doing well.
I'm doing well.
The Wilson says it's 36.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's cold for you guys.
And then here we go, Miss Coco with the I live in Florida. It's fucking
Yeah,
bright and
okay.
sunny. We're going to the beach in an hour.
Yeah, you send it up here. That's weird though, Cole, because it's like 30s here.
Right. There must be like a little line of cold right down the middle.
I have
you know,
no
I'm just playing
idea.
with Coco.
I know we're getting stuff from Michigan.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's snowing over in Wisconsin.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It's snowing in Oklahoma, supposed to be already, and that is not normal. It's way too early in the year for that stuff. For us, for sure. Because normally our cold weather don't even start till almost into December, sometimes into January.
That's been us the last couple years. We haven't gotten snow this soon.
Right. Well, like that hurricane that just hit Florida, that's the first hurricane that's hit Florida in November in 35 years.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
So
crazy.
our weather snowed yesterday in New Hampshire, Ori says. Good morning, Crazy Hillbilly. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, it's still snowing here.
Is your little sister okay, Ori? I wasn't trying to ignore your message yesterday. I was just kind of busy doing my thing, and I wasn't able to ask you if she's doing okay. 3 inches of snow yesterday in New Hampshire? Holy moly, Batman.
You know, we probably got about 2.
Already?
Yeah, if not a little bit more. I don't know.
Please.
It's crazy. Literally, I mean, cold.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
usually, it's been like 50s, and then they're saying something maybe next week. We're going back up into the 50s.
Right. We'll probably, so we're in Texas, so we'll probably get snow, and then it'll be 90.
Supposed to be 60 next week.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 60 here next week, too, after it snows.
Yeah, see, this weather is just weird.
We got some crazy little systems coming through that don't make no sense.
Yep.
And then Miss Barbie's going to be out there suntanning by the pool all week in Florida, having that great weather.
I'm not going to Florida, sorry. Are we going to Florida?
That's good, Ori. That's good,
Yeah,
Ori.
we're
I'm glad
not.
to hear she's doing better.
Oh, that's good.
You've already had your damn snack. This is mine. You chose yours. I chose mine. You already got a little bitty piece.
Come on, one more little
You
bit.
should have chose wiser at the store.
Come on.
No.
Are you talking to one of your kids, Cole?
No, I'm talking to Abby.
Oh, just
We went to
share
the store
with
this
your.
morning. We went to the store this morning. She chose donuts, and I chose this crumb cake. She done ate all her damn donuts, didn't offer me one little crumb. I'm over eating my shit. She's like, I want a piece. I want a piece. So I get a little piece. So I get the next meal. I want a piece. I want a piece. No.
Yeah, and I wonder how much those were in your store down there.
Like $2.29 or something like that.
Yeah, up here they're about 99 cents or so.
Yeah, I guess they're charging us for all that diesel to ship it from New York back down here to Texas.
Yeah, because the factory is probably a couple hours from me.
Good morning, Miss Josephine. Good morning, Miss Josephine. How are you this morning? Thank you for coming in.
Good morning.
That's a very good channel right there for you to scoop up.
It's probably evening.
Coco, if you're still in here, get Miss Josephine's channel. She'll be able to help you with that issue you were talking about.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm about to give you a piece of this
You
and a
Give me
piece of that.
piece right there.
you got to be
Man,
getting pretty close to your 1K, Cole.
I'm almost 700.
All right. I got 83.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's not bad. You've only been regrowing for 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, I'm at 83. Watch hours, well, some people don't understand, they look at it and they see their watch hours like in the studio, but they don't go and look at their public watch hours.
Yeah, you got to hit that little $ at the bottom left corner.
Yeah,
And then
because for
it'll break it
me,
down.
I look at it and it says 116, but when I go down and I look at the monetized area, it's got me at 74.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Because right now, I think I'm pushing 1.3K, 1.2K watch hours, but
Oh my God.
almost half of that is shorts.
Yeah, and we all know that some of those shorts right now, they're not going to monetize.
Right. Right now, the shorts are just like, it's like fishing.
Yeah, yeah. People, to get people to come to your channel.
Thank you, Ori. Ori said he just scooped up you, Miss Tammy. Tammy. I'm gonna mess up
Okay.
some last letters. He said he
Yeah,
got you to 84.
Thank you. You can call me Tammy.
Yeah, if I start trying to add them extra letters, I'm gonna blah myself to death.
Yeah, just call me Tammy. So what do you think about all this drama going on?
I'm not. What drama is it you speak of now? Because
No.
I'm not always in that loop over there.
Oh, me either. Really, if I see it, I'm out of there.
I kind of I found some new drama to pay attention to. Something that's kind of a little bit more important.
No, I seen your video.
Right. And then some people didn't listen.
Okay.
Some people went right back over there.
Well, they're not part of. They're not part of my channel.
No, it's just people from different areas. Because I'm everywhere.
Go in here, there, everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, I don't understand it. The one-ups and the jealousy or this and that. I can't understand it, and I'm not going to try to. I'm just going to do what I'm doing on mine. And
right.
So just look straight in the back.
The only reason why I involved myself in what I was involving myself in there is when I had my friends over there getting basically lied to by a faker.
Yeah.
A big old fraud that's sitting there trying to tell everybody how you're going to do it, how you're going to do it on YouTube. This is how you're going to do it on YouTube. It's how you're going to make it. And what he's doing is buying all that shit. And then
I know who you're talking about. I do. And, no names.
Right. I mean, unless you want to go on Nitro Freak's channel, and Nitro Freak will tell you all the fuck about it. He don't care.
Oh, I've been on Nitro's channel, so yeah, I know.
Yeah, he'll let you know exactly who the hell he's talking about.
Yeah, I know who he's talking about.
But then I see people, that I know from Rep Talk community. I see people I know from gaming communities that go over there and they're getting sold that story. And really all you're doing is wasting your time running up his numbers. Because 3/4 of what's in there are underage children.
Yeah.
He's got a 9-year-old kid in there. He's got a little 17-year-old kid in there.
Oh my gosh,
those are his moderators and shit like that. So it's like, I don't know. It's just, I don't want to be associated with that, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people don't either. As long as they're
definitely
aware.
Definitely not.
Once they're aware, they're able to make their own decisions. But one of them people,
My
have been
thing is,
taking it too far. He's posting people's personal addresses on different platforms.
oh
He
my
thinks it's
gosh,
cute.
no.
Yeah, he thinks it's cute and funny.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm trying to tell people to stay away from that person. You
Oh
know,
my gosh.
don't involve yourself with that person, because the minute that little kid gets mad at you, your
Yep.
personal address is going to be all over Twitter and Instagram and
Yep.
Facebook, and you're not even going to know it. You'll have no fucking clue that you're being posted all over the internet unless you have a friend that's around him. Good morning, Black Nation Freedom Fighter. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you a lot.
Good morning.
You know, but the minute that little kid, because I'm gonna say, you know, that is what it is. That's a little kid.
Yeah,
The minute that
because
little
you
kid gets
can't.
his feelings hurt, because that's what little kids do. They get their feelings hurt.
9
He's
years
gonna
old, they're not even able to make the appropriate decisions.
right. Yeah, you're still
I
living at
mean,
your mama's house playing Fortnite.
I have a grandson who's going to be 10 next month.
And he's probably got better sense than that 17-year-old kid does.
Oh, very much so. You're not going to paw me, Nina. Stop it.
You got your moderator, Mr. Freedom Fighter. You got your moderator, Rods and Racers, Racers and Rods.
It's like, I'm being
That's a good channel you might like, Tammy, Racers and Rods. He's in Florida. He does a lot of car shows and car meets. He has a lot of cool events he goes to and films.
Nice. I can't wait for the summertime coming up because, yeah, we do a lot of different things outside, go different places. This year coming up, it happens every year, the same time, same weekend, around, July 17th. We have the big powwow.
A powwow?
Oh, yes, big powwow, ghost dance powwow.
My aunt used to go to those quite often, actually.
It's a good time.
I've never went to one. I've seen kind of videos of them. They look like they would be something pretty interesting even if you're not from that nationality. It'd still be something to experience.
Yeah, a lot of people say that, like we have friends, that aren't native.
Right.
And they enjoy it.
Right.
I'm just like, I just tell people if you do go there, you just respect the culture.
Right. Yeah, don't go there and take it as a joke. Go there to enjoy the show and learn something.
Exactly. I mean, don't go in there wearing, your shirt or whatever that you probably got at a store, thinking you're this, that, and everything. I've even seen people walking up, to the booths and stuff like that and start talking to, the people that are selling stuff like that, their goods and, arts and crafts. And they'll look at them and they'll be like, well, my so-and-so relative, blah, 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 blah. I think is from here, blah, 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 that kind of thing, 23andMe, all that.
Right.
Don't go up and do that because we're going to look at you like, are you kidding me? Give us your money, buy what you got to buy and move on.
Right.
Because you're making a fool out of yourself.
Right. Nobody want to hear about what the internet told you about yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. No.
If that's your heritage, you would know that's your heritage. You would have been living it. You would have been experiencing it this whole time. Your grandparents would be telling you about it.
Yep.
You would already know. You don't need the internet to tell you what you think you are.
Your aunts and uncles, stuff like that.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, you would have been known that.
Yep. My cousins, stuff like that, older cousins. I learned everything I know, from relatives.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, you go on to Ancestry and all that other stuff. Oh, look at that! I got to go here. I got to go there. I got to buy me some mini Tonkas from the mall now.
Right. Yeah. Now all of a sudden I know what I'm doing. I know who I am now because the internet told me.
Yeah, and it's very disrespectful. Thanksgiving and stuff. Hey, people want to do that. That's fine for them. Right, racers and rods, right. I don't care what people do for the holiday. We like to eat, and stuff too. But we're not going to go into it with, oh yeah, we're sitting down. This is what happened. That's what happened. No, that's not what happened.
Right.
Stop letting the schools lie to their children.
Well, that goes into the indoctrination topic, but that happens with every subject.
Mm-hmm.
Every single subject. They tell you their agenda. They tell you their story.
Yep.
They beat it into your head.
Yep.
And then 10 years later, the next group of kids get told something totally fucking different. Oh, none of that shit's true. The way you learn math wasn't right. You don't read this way anymore. Letters are numbers now. And 10 years from now, none of that shit will be true anymore again.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, she's pawing me. She's got this thing now where she'll put her paw on my arm to get my attention.
Oh, yeah, that's not good. She'll just wind up scratching it. You get that thin skin, she'll wind up scratching little scratches in you all the time.
Exactly. Knock it off. Stop.
That puppy we got, she's real bad about that paw and shit. Already, her damn foot's already almost as big as my hand.
We grab her toes or her paw, and we squeeze it a little bit just to let her know. You stop it. And the licking. This one has a habit where when she gets tired, she'll lick. She'll lick the arm of the chair. She'll lick the blanket,
Right. That puppy we got, it'll go to licking your face and it'll get excited and it'll nip you in the middle of licking you. What the hell?
Yeah, no, we don't allow that. You stop it.
So Ori, I appreciate that, but my goal is 1K but before Christmas.
There you go.
1K close to the end of this month, actually.
We'll get you there with help and your good friends.
Hello, Kenneth Evan, IMK Reptiles. Thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Welcome in, Kenneth.
We're sitting here chopping it up with Miss Tammy from New York City.
I'm not New York. Hey, I am not New York City.
Get a rope.
Get a rope.
Yeah, that was my bad. I misspoke. It's New York. No. I don't mean city.
Them from people
New York country. She's from New York country.
There you go. Those New York City people are bougie.
Bougie? That's funny.
They don't know the first thing about country living.
There's a lot of people around here that are integrating to the country around us.
Yeah. It's if we could eventually I want to be back in the country because we were in the country. We were about a mile and a half off the road.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
So, it was gorgeous. I mean, the deer would literally come up to our cabin windows and everything.
Yeah, I like seeing the deer roam around. In the next town over where I take her to work in the mornings, or it's late at night and early in the morning, the deer are in the bank parking lot. They're sitting there right next to the road in the bar ditches. They're walking across the street. They don't care.
Oh, that happens here.
They hang out at the car wash.
Yeah, we have that here where they'll come up across the creek and up over the little hill, dike, whatever you want to call it. and walk behind our house, and they'll walk up the street like they own the place.
Right. Yeah, they have like no fear now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're in PA there, Kenneth. Well, I'm by the PA border here in New York, and we getting lots of snow here.
Yeah, y'all are both real close to Snugster then. I
Yeah.
had deer in my backyard. Could easily pick them off with a 22.
Oh yeah. Do it here. Well, use a bow here.
We're getting a place in BFE, Tennessee in the next year or so, a summer place to get away from the city. That's a great idea.
Oh, nice.
You always got to get yourself back to the country, get yourself some fresh air, and it's a lot slower pace when you get out to the country.
Very much so. I miss it. I mean, I grew up on a road that
we got Miss Kiki in the building, y'all. One time for the one
Kiki,
time.
what?
Boom,
that's right.
Morning, Miss Kiki. Morning, Miss Kiki. How are you? How are you?
Come on. Hey, good morning. Good morning.
See, 9 o'clock. So it's 7 a.m. 7 a.m. for Miss Kiki over there in California.
Yeah, she probably
it's cold. It's cold in California.
Is it?
It's been raining there all last week. It's cold in California right now. Like it's unnatural everywhere except for Florida. Still warm.
You know what? I would take the rain over this any day.
Ten. You're only 11 years old, buddy. This might not be the place for you. We do a lot of cussing and drinking and smoking. It's getting cold here in Southwest Florida this week. We're supposed to be in the 50s.
Oh my gosh, that'd be a heat wave here.
Yeah, right now. That'd be a heat wave here in Texas right now.
Oh my gosh. Southwest. Oh, I lived in Southwest Florida. Yeah, I was actually by Sarasota, Fort Myers area. Good morning, Sadie lady.
That's where G2K is. G2K
yeah,
is in Fort Myers.
Yeah, I was in Port Charlotte.
What the hell? Well, Tammy's internet was tripping. She had to get off of her live stream. She was doing a silent live stream for snow, but she jumped up here on the panel and she doesn't have no issues. You want to get on the panel, Miss Kiki? The pin link's at the top. You know you're always more than welcome here at my house.
Come on in, Kiki. Let us see that beautiful face.
Oh, yeah. We got to get some positivity up in the room.
That's right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Did you get to see my interview with Big Tank Hank last night?
I did.
That is a cool character right there.
Yeah, he seems really chill.
He's a great guy. Like, he kind of had some personal issues, so he had to get away for about 2 months. But it was just unexpected. He didn't there was no warning, and he just disappeared. He completely disappeared for quite a while there.
I thought, look who's
Miss Kiki in the building.
Hey, Kiki.
You want to do your intro? We'll put you on the solo layout. You can do your intro.
What intro?
I don't know.
For the one time. That's your intro.
One time for the one time. Miss Kiki in the building.
What's going on, you guys?
Look at this. Look at that sunshine.
Yes.
Yeah, it's bright sunshine.
Oh no, sunshine here, Kiki.
Yes, it's sunny here. It's cold, but the sun is out.
Yeah, jump up, Kenneth. You're welcome. Everybody's welcome here. You have to, as long as you're showing your face, you're good.
Kiki, I'll come share you my weather.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna go show her where it's not happening in California.
Yeah.
She's up in New York, so.
Oh, New York. Okay.
Not New York City.
New York country.
The country.
Here you go. Welcome to my world.
My goodness. I would love to experience snow. I've never been to snow.
Really?
Nope.
Well,
You come on up.
the way the weather's changing right now, it's probably gonna snow there next week too.
Mm.
You come on up here. We're like Motel 6. We'll leave the light on for you.
Okay, I will do that.
And the coffee's always on.
Oh yes, gotta have that coffee. Mm-hmm.
Do you have
In this house,
a wood burning stove, Tammy?
we used to in our cabin. We used to. You know, but now we have a fireplace.
Right. You got that civilized wood burning stove?
We used to.
Is it hot in Texas, Cole?
No, it's in the 30s.
Just
They
like
say-
here in New York.
It's cold.
We got Rudy in the building, y'all. One time for the one time, Rudy, timekeeper of the world.
One time, Rudy.
Mr.
Hey,
Rudy,
Rudy.
timekeeper of the world, right there.
Damn, 30? Shit.
Yeah, it's in the 30s here. I got it this morning. There was frost on the window. I had to go pour water on that shit, take the kid to school.
They're saying tomorrow it's supposed to be like in the 20s here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's too cold for me. They say Abby was telling me that the news says it's supposed to snow here next week sometime.
Oh wow.
We haven't had snow in Texas around Thanksgiving since like 93 and 89. Oh, you know what? Both them years go with when the Cowboys won the Super Bowl, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want some?
Maybe the snow brings the Cowboys good luck.
This weather. There we go. Yeah. Let's get some good luck with the Cowboys.
Miss Sadie lady says it's 30 where she is.
Woo,
yeah, it's chilly.
30s, Jesus.
What's y'all's temperature up there right now?
Shit, ours probably in the 50s. Might be the 60s. I don't even know. Let me ask Siri.
Dang, that's a heat wave here right about now.
A heat wave.
I mean, I'm glad that rain finally stepped off. Y'all was getting rained on for a couple of days there straight.
Yes, we were.
If you ever heard of Lake Erie, or no, Lake Ontario, we're about an hour and a half south.
That's awesome.
My sister lives in
Hey Siri.
Lockport. Abby said her sister lives in Lockport, New York.
Oh, that's not far.
It's currently
Oh, that's not too far from you?
Whoa.
No, it's probably,
early evening. Then partly
well,
cloudy
we're
skies,
2 hours from Buffalo.
48.
5 degrees, and the low will be 48 degrees.
48.
Take it.
The Californians are probably dying out there. They got their winter parkas on and shit. Earmuffs
I know.
on.
Yeah, it'd be cold. Your fingertips feel like they gonna fall off.
Yeah, that's how it is here right now. It's terrible.
What
you get
are you
out there in the
doing?
morning, by the time the car warms up, your bones are hurting from shivering so much.
I
Right.
bet.
You know me, I ain't got no meat on my bones, so I get cold real easy.
Better go on and snatch Abigail up close to you.
I gotta
Yeah.
go buy a new winter coat for this year.
Well,
I
then,
want something else and it's not a hot pocket.
okay. Maybe I might eat it. Did you stop at the store this morning and give you some more snacks?
No, I have enough snacks already from the last stop. No more stopping for the rest of the week.
I just had me some breakfast.
Yeah, we got
oatmeal.
Mr. Kenneth coming up. We got Mr. Kenneth coming up, and we got Mr. Rods and Racers coming up.
Hey, what's up?
What's
I
going
like
on,
them.
Mr. Ken?
Hey,
What's going
Mr.
on?
Ken.
How's it going? Could you hear me?
We
Yeah, we can hear
can.
you, sir.
It's going good.
All right.
We got Mr. Rods and Racers coming up right there too.
Got one of my snakes out trying to keep her.
Jim. Hello, Mr. Jim.
Oh, look at
And
that.
let me put you on the solo so people can actually see that.
Oh, you have an
that's a snake. Oh my goodness.
that's an albino python.
No, it's called an ivory. Its
Okay.
parents are actually gray and black, or brown and black and tan.
Okay.
She's a double yellow belly, basically, like a super yellow belly.
Oh, nice.
Oh my goodness.
She's one of my better females.
Hi, sweetheart.
That's
She is. She's a total
that's breeding
sweetheart.
size already. That's breeding size already, ain't it?
She's pretty close. Like around 1,500 grams is where you want to start breeding them at. Some people breed sooner. It's my first time, so I'm going to wait to exactly 1,500 grams and do it right. But she's sitting at about 1,200 grams.
Right.
She's gorgeous. Oh my gosh.
So nowadays when it comes to these reptiles and the bopauthons, there's so many names and terminologies and it's confusing. He can start telling you some things and you'll think he's talking Spanish.
Yeah, like there's really much to it now. There's a lot to it. A lot. A whole lot.
Yeah, there is. We had a reptile rescue in our home for many years when our boys were younger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
We had a 21-year-old male iguana that was found out in the street in February up here. The animal control pulled his tail off with a freaking catch pole.
Oh, wow.
I caught a 6-foot iguana that someone let loose. It's probably about 10 years ago. Someone let it get loose, and I caught it. It wasn't easy. That thing was mean. It wanted to bite the heck out of me.
Oh no, Raja! What he rode on the dashboard of our car, everything.
Oh,
Well, Florida has a
This
lot
thing
of.
was like 6 foot, so it was very easily to say, all right, this person lost it. So like the cops are the one that contacted me to come get it because it was in my brother's backyard, and I've always went down and shoot snakes off and any kind of reptile problems and cops are scared of. So they was like, hey, come help us out with this. I was holding that thing and it was tough. That thing was strong as all heck.
Oh, they are. We literally had gotten a call from someone that knew about us, and they worked at the shelter.
All right.
They're like, hey, we have, this older, iguana here, and he's not doing well. The police pulled his tail off with a catch pole. The heat light dropped on his back.
Aw.
So when we got him, we had, of course, took him to the vet. The hurt vet, all that. And oh my gosh, the sweetest boy ever.
No, that thing was mean. I mean, how I caught him, he jumped up into a tree. So I took a bow saw, cut the branch he was on, and had people hanging onto a sheet and dropped them right into the sheet and they wrapped them up.
Yeah, sometimes we had another one that you could barely even put your hand in her enclosure.
Yeah, that's how he was. Like he seen something moving, he was biting you, and his head was as big as my fist. I mean, open your.
Well, yeah.
His mouth was like that. He could take a piece out of you. He was a big boy.
Yeah, I would be catching iguanas with BB guns.
We have
I'd pop him up suckers right out the tree, and we would cook him up. That'd be the first and last time he was in my yard.
I have a scar from her on my wrist where she whipped me so hard with her tail.
Oh yeah, them tails are deadly.
Yeah, they
literally
can get
laid me right open, gave me 8 stitches.
Oh no!
See, that would be the last day that thing was at my house.
But it wasn't her fault, and for us it was the way we look at it. People get these animals and these reptiles when they're small.
Yeah, because they can't take care of them when they get bigger.
Yeah, they think they're so cute.
They get 6 foot long.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And they can be mean if you do not handle them properly or you don't know what you're doing.
You got to handle them. You got to get them used to being handled, because if they don't, then you're going to get bit. You're just setting yourself up for failure.
Yep. We've had bearded dragons, best, I love the beardies.
My daughter just bought 2 at the last show we went to.
we had one that wasn't very nice. But yet we had our female that literally would hang out with the dogs and the cat and everybody else in the house.
Right.
That's kind of cool.
They
Yeah,
like humans. They all different. They own little personality.
Oh, they
Right.
do.
Think that
Kiki.
reptiles don't have personalities. They're wrong. Like I have snakes that just, some of them they're sweethearts. I named one Sweet Pea because she's a sweetheart. She I
Yeah.
open her door, she comes out to me, she wants to be held, she wants to be, she wants the attention. But
Yeah.
then,
Right.
I got freaking Sparky. You open that thing, and yeah, he wants to give you a spark. All right, he wants to bite the hell out of you.
Yep.
Every
We
time I
had,
open that drawer, he's what? You got food? No, then I'm going to try to bite you.
we
Yeah,
had
your fingers looking tasty.
Yeah,
we had gotten a call the one pet store back then in our town, knew what we did and stuff, and the one of the college professors, science professors at the university was retiring,
uh-huh.
and he had a pair of Asian box turtles that were 50 years old.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
holy
can live
moly.
for a while.
And he found them, believe it or not, overseas in Thailand when he was doing research or something over there and brought them back. Well, Xena, their names were Xena and Zaire. And Xena literally had a claw mark across her shell.
Oh wow!
But they roamed our house. They ate regular fish that we would catch for them, everything.
That's cool.
Morbid, you can jump on too if you want. The link's pinned at the top.
Drop the
it's
phone, sorry.
Burmese. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people think reptiles are, but they have personalities just like
for sure.
a cat or dog would.
For sure.
We get another snake on here, Miss Kiki might run away.
Yeah.
I got 17 of them. I could show more.
We had probably at one time in our living room alone, we had like 8 different enclosures for the reptiles. And Raja being big, we took an old closet that we didn't use. We added a water feature, a misting thing, and he literally clawed through.
You can jump up
somehow
if you want to, sir.
He busted out of that closet, and we were like, you know what? There's no way we're going to keep him in here.
Right.
So he roamed the house.
Yeah. I mean, if I could let my snakes out and they wouldn't run away, I'd rather let them just out around the house instead of keeping them in a bin, but I'll lose them. They'll.
Right. Yeah.
We lost one
hiding up under the cabinets and shit.
Yeah, our son had a corn snake when he was younger. And somehow, he had forgotten to lock the top of the tank. And that corn snake got out and we never found it again.
This girl here, that one I have out, her name's Bessie. When I first got her, she got out, but luckily she was just sitting there on top of a rock, sort of, that I had by there, because I switch out like things in their tanks just to give them different things to crawl and to help them scrape against.
Yeah,
well, I had a rock sitting there, and it was right by the heater, and it absorbed some heat, and it was a little warmer than its surroundings. She was coiled up right on the rock. I was so thankful that she just didn't scurry off.
Get away,
yeah.
We had an African gray parrot for a while, and you know what? They all lived with each other.
See, I don't like birds. Birds are my thing where I just go, nope, I don't like birds.
I
can hold a snake and do good with snakes, but don't get me around a bird. I don't like them. It's not that I'm scared of them. I just don't like them. I mean, only birds I've ever been around have tried to bite me or scratch me or fly at my head or stuff. I don't like them.
We
Yeah, I
got
used to have birds.
Charlie. Charlie was newly hatched when we got him from our friend that owned the pet store.
Right.
And Charlie had like a deformity in his leg.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, she couldn't sell him.
Yeah, right.
So we ended up taking Charlie. We weaned him and everything. And I tell you, that bird, he was a mess. When I say mess, he was a mess. He just, if there was something to get into, he got into it.
One.
My husband left a $50 bill on our dining room table for me one time. I couldn't find it. I went to clean Charlie's cage. He had taken the $50 bill and shredded it.
Oh my aching ass.
That's funny.
Well,
I'd have taped it back together and took it to the store.
I have to say goodbye, Cole. Thank you.
All right, Kiki.
Bye, Kiki.
It's time for
Bye,
Nice meeting you.
Kiki.
now. Gotta go punch the clock.
Okay,
Have a
you
good
have
day,
a
Miss
great
Kiki.
day.
Thank you for coming up.
Yeah, no problem. Be safe, everybody.
You
Yes, ma'am.
too.
You have a good day.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
Right
Oh.
there is an awesome, awesome lady.
Journey with Kiki.
Yes.
She gets on every morning at 6:30 a.m. her time.
Yeah, her time. Where here it's different.
Yeah, for me it's 8:30, and then for you I think
Well-
it's 9:30.
Yeah, right now it's 10:30 here.
Right. Yeah, we're 9:30 here. I'm Central Standard Time.
Yeah, no, I got my house cleaning done already.
Oh, you got up and got after it, huh?
I did. I've been up since 6 a.m.
Yeah, I get up at about 6:40, 6:50.
and we got trouble here.
Oh, trouble.
Thank
I
you
have
for
a,
coming in, Miss Emily. I'm gonna give you make sure you got your moderator real quick.
I had a
Yeah,
little,
we got trouble.
I had a little
Emily's already got her
Chihuahua
moderator.
dog.
Good.
It was a Chihuahua mix, and my dad, he used to call him Trouble because he had that little dog syndrome, and he'd walk
Oh.
in like the house around my mom's dog and act like it was his house. And it was funny because my mom's dog's a pit bull, and he's pretty aggressive, like towards other dogs. But this little tiny Chihuahua, that dog let like rule him. It was hilarious. He walked in and was
Yeah,
like, "This is
see,
my
with
place,"
her-
and Tyson didn't even try to argue with him.
She's a
We've got a little
You know,
dog too. It's
Nina-
got big dog syndrome.
Yeah.
Nina here's a puppy. I mean, and yeah, she's our puppy girl. She's an American bully, but she's only 15 months, 16 months old.
Wow.
But she's a big girl. I mean, her dad was like a pocket bully,
Mm-hmm.
and then her mom was like the standard size more.
So she still got
So
the full
she's in
size out of
between.
it.
But Nina is clocking 70 pounds now at 16 months.
Holy moly!
Getting big.
She's a big girl and she's got an attitude.
Mm-hmm.
A lot
She
of them
go-
kind of have a little attitude.
Most
Well,
of them do. A little.
She'll guard our backyard, literally.
Mm.
I bet.
I mean, the dogs that live next door to us and everything. I mean, the neighbors next door have a puppy, and that they don't watch it sometimes, and it tried to come up underneath the fence.
Mm.
She almost had it.
Uh-oh.
Here's my monster.
Oh, hi,
Oh,
sweetheart.
he's a
That's
cutie.
Ella. That's Ella.
That a
Stop
Yorkie?
licking me. She's a Morkie.
A Morkie?
Yeah,
Yep.
Maltese and Yorkie. She's
Oh,
Yep.
there you go.
12 years old.
Aw,
Yeah, she's good.
She
We've
still
had-
looks like she got some years yet. She's doing good for being 12.
you know what? We had an amazing Chihuahua that
she
didn't
had
bark.
surgery. She had surgery on her back leg. She hurt she had a meniscus tear, and they had to put a
Aw.
screw in it. I don't know how they put a screw in a leg that little, but they did. So she's
Hey,
doing all right.
Rustic Outdoors. Good morning. Good morning, everybody coming in.
Yay.
Don't forget to hit that thumbs up for our host.
Go lay down.
I tell Nina to lay down, but then she lays down on me.
Right.
Ella's got a little bed underneath the desk here. She lays in while I'm working during the day.
Oh,
You
all
do,
right.
you do a lot
Yeah,
of your
no.
edits all day long?
What's that?
You do a lot of your edits during the day?
Yeah. Well, I try. I'm a project manager for a security company, so I do that during the day too. So I got two computers here, so I'm back and forth between my real job and my wannabe job during the day.
Right,
so,
right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I can barely see upstairs or outside right now up the street.
It's snowing that bad there.
Oh, it's snowing bad.
Wow.
We got like 5 inches the other night. I mean, we haven't had none since, but there's a good 5 inches outside.
Where are you at?
Near State College, Pennsylvania.
Okay, well, I'm up here by you ever heard of Corning, New York?
Yeah, it's over there by Erie and Kane and all that, isn't it?
No. Oh, okay, Pennsylvania. Have you ever heard of Mansfield?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm about an hour or so away from Mansfield, PA.
All right.
We have a
Going
Mansfield here in
west.
Texas.
Is that going up towards the Finger Lakes?
Yes, actually, yeah.
I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
I've done some
south.
traveling.
We're south of Lake Ontario.
I'm a Maryland boy originally, so I'm close to PA there. We did a lot of time in PA, hunted a lot in PA.
My youngest grandson lives in Maryland.
I was actually born in Texas. My mom's whole side of the family's from Texas.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, you shouldn't
Here,
have
let's
left.
see. What
What's
do we
that?
got?
You shouldn't have
There we
left.
go. Can you guys
Yeah.
see that?
I'd have rather stayed there.
Yeah, Texas, lot more relaxed than a lot of places up north.
There you go. Snow.
Wow. I don't remember last time I even saw snow.
Yeah, it's coming down hard. Hey, I gotta let you
I
guys
hope it
know I
stays
got
away
a phone
from
call
here.
coming in.
Like when the forecast says, because I live just south of Route 80, like I could see Route 80 from my house, and I'm just south of it. When they say south of 80's getting hit, we get hit, and we get hit hard.
Right.
They're
I mean,
right. When they say that, they're right. I will say they're absolutely right when they say south of 80.
Oh,
Like
they're
I said, I'm probably about 500 yards from it, and we get nailed.
right. Yeah, they're saying that we might get snow here next week in Texas, Central Texas,
That's crazy.
which makes no sense. Makes no sense. We haven't had snow here in Central Texas since like '93 or 1989 during the Thanksgiving holiday.
Let me see, what year was that? It was probably like 2008, 2009, something like that. I drove to Marquez, Texas, Marquette or Marquez, Texas, little town in between, like in between Austin or Houston and Dallas, basically.
Right.
And the whole way down, like we followed a snowstorm, and they got like, it didn't even accumulate down there. It was just snowing down there in that little town along that section, and we was saying, "Yep, we brought it down with us." Ha ha ha. People in Texas, they just don't like snow at all.
Here.
What's that?
You brought the snow all the way from up north down here.
Yeah, we brought some snow down with us.
It's going to be
At least
cold
that's
here
what we were
tomorrow night.
saying.
It's going to be cold here tomorrow night. 49.
Oh yeah, 49.
It's going to be cold.
It's probably 29 here now today.
Yeah, I think somebody was saying it's about 37 here today so far.
That's cold for Texas, though.
Yeah.
For
We're
this
in the
time of
that's
year,
cold.
yeah, because
We're in the
normally
60s.
like we don't get cold till late December, and sometimes it'll run into damn near March. So for it to be starting being cold now, it's crazy. It don't make no sense. You know, normally we go trick or treating in shorts and tank tops.
Yeah, right.
So, you know, this year we went trick or treating. It was decent, you know, no jacket, but the cold came in and it's supposed to just stay for a little bit and go away. Like, you know, if you don't like the weather in Texas, wait about 15 minutes.
All right. Well, I mean, think about it. We can't expect to have the same weather pattern like all the time. We're a ball spinning around in space, revolving around the sun. That ball rolls, spins, flips, whatever. It rolls any way it wants. So you're at a different point on that circle, you know, facing the sun. I mean, we're somewhat held in place, but, you know, it goes this way, it rolls that way, it rolls all around. We're a ball.
Right.
Unless you believe in flat Earth. I don't know about all that, but.
No, if you believe in that, this might not be the place for you either. I have to tell people a lot, like, if you're easily offended, you know, you don't like smoking and adult and shit and humorous stuff and jokes, then this might not be the place for you.
Right.
I like to joke around and cut up, and you got to understand that they're jokes. Yeah, I like to cut up with people in real life. So
exactly. If you don't got thick skin, I might not be the person for you, because I'll make fun of you here and there. I'll make fun of myself more, but I'll make fun of you too.
Right. I mean, yeah, I'll make fun of myself. Just if I fuck up, I fuck up. You got to own your shit.
Right. I ain't afraid of admitting that. Let me put her away real quick. I want to smoke a cigarette. I don't like smoking them when I have them out.
Yeah, they're real picky too. You gotta make sure your hands are clean. You can't bring in certain shit from outside without either baking it or freezing it for a couple days. And
yeah, well, I bake my sticks, like the sticks and the rocks I use. I bake them at 230 degrees for like 15 minutes. That's what kills the bacteria in them. Even sticks,
and the bacteria.
You just got to go a lower temperature with sticks.
I kind of like the freezer when it comes to wood. I'll bake the rocks whenever I have my snakes. I would put the rocks in the oven, but when it comes to the wood, I would always just put it in the freezer for about a week.
Huh, I never thought of that. I just put them in the oven on like 150 for, I don't know, a couple hours.
Right. So it's kind of almost the same difference. You can freeze it or you can burn it.
For sure.
You got any events coming up this couple weeks or what, Jim?
Oh, always, man. We're busy every week. I tell my wife all the time, I feel like I work 2 full-time jobs and get paid for one. But
right. Yeah, I mean, this is entertainment purposes only for the most part.
It's coming around what we do. I mean, we're starting to, we could potentially make some money next year. I've got some people that are interested. We're kind of working on some sponsorship kind of situations, but I travel every weekend. Saturday, we've got a guy that we've been following for a while that's building a 1939 International cab over, and he's building a custom truck. And so we've been following it since he started building it. And I got to go up and shoot another episode there because he's made some changes to it. He's getting close. He's got the bed done and everything. So we got to go shoot that this week, Saturday. And then we're doing something a little different on Sunday. We're going to a traditional lowrider show up in Lakeland.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
The hopping contest and the guys with the hydraulics and all. So that's a little different for us, but that'll be fun. So, yeah, we stay pretty busy, man. We, I got my son and a buddy of mine that both help me, and they shoot video for me and stuff. So,
well, that's good to always have some assistance.
Yeah, we travel all the time. Yeah, I try to do more. I let them shoot video now, and I try to do the handshaking and the politicking and the money side of it, trying to get people, invested in us and stuff like that, trying to make contacts. So that's kind of more my job than anything else. And I run the website and I do the editing and do all that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of work. Cool. Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
Yeah, that video you put out the other day, that with the announcer, dude, I was cracking up so hard.
Man, it's so funny because he does a lot of the shows that we go to. His name's Mike, DJ Mike, or Brian. I'm sorry, Brian, and he's a great DJ. He's really, really good, and he knows the car scene, and he talks to people in cars as they come by. But he gets a little ahead of himself and gets a little confused sometimes. So he called that Corvette a Camaro, and everybody started screaming at him. So.
Yeah, it's a custom Corvette, has kind of louvers on the hood and shit. And he's like, "Oh, here we go! Everybody's looking at this C6 Camaro."
Yeah, and they're like,
It's
"No,
like,
no,
bro,
it's a Corvette."
at least he didn't call it a C6 Mustang. I guess that would have been worse.
I called a venomous snake a poisonous snake in one of the rooms one time because my phone just went and typed venomous out, right? I probably wasn't spelling it right. I mean, I'll be honest, but suck at spelling. But so I just said screw it and put poisonous, and boy, then people were like, at least 10 of them in all capital letters. It's venomous, not poisonous. I'm like, well, gee, I mean, yeah, but okay, venomous.
But can you explain me the difference between venom and poison? Because I think they both fuck you up the same.
Right.
Well,
same thing.
technically speaking, it's their venom, that is poisonous. They're not poisonous. Their venom is poisonous.
Oh.
So technically speaking, they're right, but it ain't all that big of a deal. Jeez.
Potato, tomato, tomato.
Right.
I just don't get caught up in that little stuff.
Quack, quack. Some people when you get into certain areas, everybody's their terminologies and they're really stuck on it. And like I got blocked from Formula Drift. I watch drifting, and there's 2 different drifting series, and they don't like one another, but they're doing basically the same fucking thing. So I was new to the chat.
Was the other one clutch kickers?
I'm not even sure. That was actually the Formula Drift site that they got thousands of people on there. They don't hardly moderate their chat. They don't give a shit what goes on in there hardly. And all I did was ask them, well, what's the difference between your league and the other league, kind of deal. And no answer, no response, and block from live chat. It's like, what in the hell? It's like, it's not that fucking serious, guys. I come from drag racing. Go straight, hit the gas, go fast.
Right.
Pretty simple.
Yeah, these guys take some of this stuff way too seriously,
And you're
Before I got into snakes, I was considering starting to build a drag car, but I don't know. I was like, snakes, drag car, snakes, drag car. But my daughter wanted to do snakes, so that's why I went with snakes.
So you watch Lou's channel, right? Isn't that where you and I came across each other?
I believe it was probably LouTube, but now I've kind of I wasn't really into bracket racing before. I'm not really a bracket racer style, so right now I'm really stuck with 2V Media, G2K Racing. G2K is there in Florida. He's based in Florida. I'm with G2K Racing, 2V Media, and then I dabble with Forever Grudge, whenever he's going live from every now and then.
Oh yeah.
I'm really in the Texas scene, but I met G2K, and that's just an amazing guy, an amazing person. Always has a great outlook on life, And so I was really drawn to him, and I run his Nightbot for him. And, there's a group of us. There's a group of 4 or 5 of us that do a lot of that moderating, for the race community.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll have to check that one out. I don't think I follow him.
Yeah. Look him up. G2K Racing. He's a great dude. I run the Nightbot for him. I got the Nightbot over there. It cracks jokes on you. It'll bet you daddies. I made his Nightbot fun because Nightbot everywhere people hate it.
Yeah.
Right.
And I get blamed for being Nightbot a lot. People are like, "Oh, you're the Nightbot." It's like, no, dude, the Nightbot is a computer program. It has nothing to do with me personally. I just type in the shit to tell it what to say. And then I type in the shit to tell it to say that. I just run it. I'm not the bot. If I was the bot, I'd have 2.5 million subscribers. And I wouldn't need to sit here and do this. I would already have it made on here.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like, a lot of people will come over here too, and they'll tell me I'm the damn bot. One of G2K's friends is Backyard Shenanigans. What's up, Chef TMGZ? Chef TMGZ in the building, y'all. Y'all check out his channel. He does a great panel. You can get up on the panel, Chef, if you want to. We just chilling, chopping it up. You know how we do, always kicking it. Chilling like a villain. You can get up on the panel if you want. The pin link's at the top still.
I've been wanting to do more of these lives. I do some stuff through StreamYard, but I do most of it. I just record interviews and then I go back and edit it and post it. I haven't done too well. I've done some lives from shows, from car shows, like when we're out, walking around. But I haven't done too much. I just don't really have time yet to get into. I'd like to do it, but I just don't have the time to get into putting something together the way I want it to be together, where it'll be interesting and popular. And I don't want to do it if it's, not worth my time. So.
Right. Well, when it comes to the interview kind of thing, like you can kind of set some of it up in the pre-time when you're at the event. And then you kind of, just set it up, and then you can get, when you start your StreamYard, you have it all set up with it upcoming, and the person you're going to interview can get in before you even start.
Yeah.
So y'all can kind of get a game plan if you want to do it that way or whatever. But, I do a lot of my interviews, we fly with it. We just fly off top of our head.
Well, I think that's what I'd like to start doing. But the ones that I've done were ones, like I said, I did in StreamYard, but we didn't do them live. I just recorded them. And then I went back and went through and edited the content where I wanted it. Cause we were supposed to do a half hour. The gentleman, Mike Narks, that I interviewed, the last one I did, he runs dragondrive.com. And, he and I were supposed to we were booked to do a half hour, and we were on about almost 2 hours, hour and 47 minutes or something like that. So I had to edit some of that out when I put it up on the YouTube channel. It was a little much. We jumped into things we probably shouldn't have talked about. So I had to edit.
Well, a lot of people like the live aspect of it because it's more interactive for the fans and the watchers, like I've jumped in some of your lives whenever you're at the shows, but I always seem to catch it close to the end, right when you're giving up and stuff that. But
yeah, most of those we just do short ones, and it's not something that I schedule. Some of the bigger shows I've had ones where I've scheduled it, but a lot of times we just be sitting around, and I'll say, well, hell, I'm going to do a live, and I'll only do 10, 15 minutes or something like that, just real quick, just to kind of show everybody what's going on. And
so it's kind of good. It's kind of good when you do a live feed to at least invest an hour into it. That way it'll give time for the algorithm to run, and it'll give time for people to start kind of finding it and coming in and talking to you. And then after you're done, it doesn't necessarily automatically go public. So if you don't want to leave it as a public live, you can go back and edit then, and then put out the content that you want out of the live. Yeah,
I actually did that. The one that I caught hell for, which was earlier this year, where I was actually out there at Bradenton Motorsports Park, where Lou does a lot of his lives from, and I ended up catching Cletus McFarland out there with his car, and the big thing on YouTube is you're not supposed to film other YouTubers and blah 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 blah. And I didn't film him. He was testing his new car, and I didn't show his runs. I just showed him. Well, he didn't even make a full pass, but I wasn't going to show it if he made a full pass. And the video blew up. Basically, it got I don't know, it got 200,000 or 300,000 views. But I got friggin' hate mail. I got death threats. I had people saying next time.
That's just from his following, though. But I'm going to tell you something. This is my opinion on it, and people could take it or leave it. I'm just a single person, but you're in a public spot.
Exactly.
Where I'm recording, and you put yourself there. If you didn't want me to see that shit, do it at your house.
Yep. I paid $20 to get into the event. I didn't know he was going to be there. He just happened to be there. I happened to be in the right place at the right time. And, and I had a lot of people do that too. I had a lot of people come to my defense and say, hey, this is a small YouTube guy. He's not hurting their money. The Cletus has got 3 million subscribers. Wasn't taking no money out of his pocket. If nothing, I was promoting, his run, but I posted mine early Sunday morning, and he didn't post the video until Tuesday. And so after then, I let Lou do those events out there and do them live, because he does a good job. And we stick to car shows and stuff. I don't need all that hate. I don't need all that BS. I don't need people.
Yeah, it's just
calling me asshole and liars
drama.
and death threats, and they're gonna find me at the truck and whip my ass and all this kind of stuff. And all I told him was, I'm not hard to find. I'm a big boy, And if you see me, you come up to
Come
me,
get some.
come get it. Come come to my face
Right.
and say it. So I ain't
Yeah,
into all
well,
that stuff.
you
I
have a
got too
lot
much
of you have a lot of these keyboard tough guys
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
where
right.
they hide behind their keyboard. They won't jump up on here on this panel and tell you that shit.
No.
You
Well, and
know,
the bad thing is with and you probably know because you follow it with Cletus and his fan base, man. They're like, it's like a cult, man. He
they're
can't.
fucking nuts, dude.
Oh, he can't wipe his butt without them, trying to figure out what color it was. It's
Yeah,
just,
what kind of toilet paper did he use? Did
oh,
it smell
it's
good?
ridiculous.
Can
It's
I get a
ridiculous.
square of that? Did Cletus run you? I get
The
so tired of hearing
part of
that
it
in
is,
race chat.
the part of it is that I understand. I'm local. I mean, I've seen the guy. I pass him on the road. I've seen him in Walmart. We see his crew. We're very close around here, so it's like living next door to a celebrity. You get used to seeing him. I understand if you live in Michigan or Texas or wherever, you don't see the guy every day. He's just a guy to us. Everybody.
Right.
But people worship this guy, and God forbid you say anything bad about him. So
Check this out.
that stuff's ridiculous. It's YouTube. Get over it.
Right.
I
Yeah,
pulled
I don't believe in all that crap, dude. If you put yourself in a public spot,
Right.
oh, she's peeling right off.
Yeah, I pulled the drawer open and he was halfway out of shed. So I'm sitting there helping him pull the shed off.
Oh, cool.
That's just rolling right off. Look how vibrant the color is too after they shed.
Yeah, he's rolling
Wow.
right off.
That's cool.
Just helping
That
him
means
get
you
it
got-
off.
That means you got good moisture content going on. Good healthy snake there.
I got
Hey.
one snake that gives me a problem with shedding, and I have to soak her. But
Wow.
I don't know why she don't shed and the other ones do, but
Do you soak her in the mineral oil or you just do warm water in the bathtub?
I just do a tub and warm water. I don't put her in my bathtub. It's a little too big.
Have you ever
I just,
tried mineral oil?
The only thing I do is get warm water and put it in like a 2x4 tub and just like let her sit there and soak for 20 minutes. And she's fine.
Right.
She'll get it off.
If anybody wants to join the panel, you're more than welcome. The link's still pinned at the top in the pinned comment. You can come right up. We have a lot of good people in here, a lot of good channels. I forgot to turn my camera back on. Sorry.
There you go, bud. No,
There's a
done.
lot of good supporters here in the chat right now. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's cool. That color.
He's
Is that
got
a
some
male?
really bright oranges.
So what would you get, let's say, per se, if you bred that one with the white one?
The white one's actually het for clowns, so I could get some yellow belly clowns. That white one, what makes her kind of a good snake is, like I said, it's a super yellow belly. So when you breed her, every egg's going to at least have yellow belly in it.
Right.
And she's het clown. This is a leopard. I sold as a leopard clown, but I think he has OD in him, Orange Dream. He's just a little too orange for a leopard. But
Right.
you would get basically het clowns and clowns out of it. It'd be a good pairing.
Yeah, I kind of think so. I kind of think it would too, especially if they wind up getting that spot pattern in them where you get the white in between, almost like the pieball type.
Yeah, well, I got pieds, and I ain't getting my male pied out. He's a dickhead. He'll bite me.
That Sparky?
Yeah, that's Sparky. He'll bite me for sure. But yeah, that was cool. I'm glad I caught that on someone's live, on something, or camera at least, because that's hard to catch. Like when you open them up and they're shedding like that.
Well, nowadays you can clip 5 seconds, and I put you on a solo layout. So go back and find this live after it runs through the YouTube and clip that and take it.
Oh yeah, heck yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, you can clip 5 seconds of almost anybody's shit now, and then you got to put your own content behind it. So kind of go back and clip that where you're shedding it because everybody was quiet, and then record him for the other 10 seconds, and then you got a short right there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know how to do none of that, but I'll figure it out.
So whenever you get done, or whenever this processes, it might be till tomorrow, almost honestly, but after this processes through YouTube, it'll have the live chat replay and all that up, and it'll
Yeah.
have a button on there like where it says like, share, and all that. It'll say remix, and you can remix and clip it. 5 seconds of this video, and then after you clip that, it'll pop up and it'll act like it didn't really keep it all the way, kind of deal, and it'll make you add another however many seconds of your own content behind it to turn it into your content. So
Yeah,
then you have to.
I think the
you have to
icon says
record.
clip. I think the icon says clip underneath of it. At least on mine.
Well, right now it'll just be clipped where you want to clip it and share it to your
Yeah.
friends.
Right.
But after the live is over and it's processed through YouTube, it'll say remix.
Oh, okay.
And remix into a short, and it'll only allow you to take 5 seconds of somebody else's content. Like
Yeah.
I need to start saying it as remix so I ain't confusing people. Because clip and the remix are two totally different things. You can clip anybody's content and share it, but all it's going to do is send them here to rewatch this. But if you can remix it into a short, it allows you to take 5 seconds from it. It'll allow me to take up to 60 seconds from it and make a short out of it.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
so
because
since I had you on the solo layout, I might steal that too myself and make a short out of it.
Yeah, I haven't
And
done
then I'll
that with
just tag
anybody
you in it.
else's stuff, but I've clipped some of my own, videos and made shorts out of them and that sort of thing. But I've never done anybody else's content like that, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, so I did the remix of the Tom McDonald, where Tom McDonald comes up and says that you have free range to use my music on any platform. And every day, like at real late at night, I use Tom McDonald as my background music, and YouTube kept giving me a copyright. So I was like, all right, I'll freaking show you, YouTube. I'll go remix something that you allow to happen already, him saying that you can fucking use it, and I put it on my short reel. And I got like 2.5K views on it in 30 minutes.
Oh,
Nice.
And then if I remix that where you're peeling the snake off, when I remix it myself, I'll tag you in the video on the short reel. And then when people touch your name, it'll send them to your channel.
Right.
Awesome.
So that's kind of that's what that when you see all that so-and-so or such and such, and then you'll see a channel name. That's to send people from your channel to their channel.
All right.
So like when I get done here,
learning all this.
when I get done here and I go to make this public, as soon as I get done, it'll go to private video. So I got to go to YouTube Studios and make it not made for kids or yes made for kids. When I make it not made for kids, I'm going to edit the title, and then I'm going to tag you guys in it. I'm going to tag your name in it. I'm going to tag Kiki in it. I'm going to tag Tammy in it, and I'm going to tag him in it under y'all's YouTube accounts. So when somebody, if they ever do rewatch the replay and they see, oh, this dude looks pretty cool, they can touch your name in the title, and it'll send them to your channel.
Awesome.
Well, that's cool.
So that's what the thing is about right now.
Yeah.
Hello, Abby Y. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Hello, Luke Bryce. Thank you for coming in.
All right, Cole, I'm going to jump off here. If you're on here in about an hour, I'll be back on. I got to go do a couple things. But
all right, brother.
I'll be back.
Sounds good. I appreciate you jumping up here, man, and showing us some of your stuff.
Thanks for having me on.
Huh?
Have a good one.
Yep.
All right, you have a good one. All right, Sadie Lady, you have a good day too. Thank you for stopping in like always. Hopefully you have a lovely day.
Cole, what part of Texas are you in?
I'm Central Texas, DFW area. Oh,
okay.
So where I'm at, there's a drag strip about every hour apart from each other.
Yeah.
So, I'm about 40 minutes from Yellow Belly, and then about 50 or so minutes from XRP, and then XRP is about 20 minutes away from Ennis. And then we got we got a racetrack in Paris. We got one in Wichita Falls. Like almost anywhere.
That's rare anymore with so many places shutting down.
It is. We're lucky here in Texas, honestly.
Yeah, I'm lucky because that Bradenton is pretty popular. It wasn't for a while. In the past couple years, it's been growing, and they just redid the track and everything. And of course, Cletus
are you close to Immokalee?
Yeah, probably. It's a little over an hour or so.
Well, go to Immokalee and you can live stream from there. They
You
have a
know,
pretty good turnout in the
I don't do
evening.
a whole lot of that live streaming from at the race. I haven't done much race content lately, just because the whole thing with that Cletus and all that BS. And I mean, we're kind of set up to do that. We're not set up real well with the cameras and the equipment we have to do stuff on the track where I can't zoom down the track real well and catch the times and all of that kind of stuff. So we do some stuff. I'm only about 15 minutes from Bradenton, so I shoot test and tunes out there and some of that stuff, but I leave the live streams out there. I leave that to Lou. He does a good job and everything. People like watching his stuff. So I try to cover more of the background stuff, the racers behind the scenes and in the pits. And I got a couple guys. I actually got one guy that I was gonna do like a follow him around for the day, kind of a day in the life thing of a bracket racer, but he just wrecked his car out there. Actually, it's tore up, so I got to wait on that. But, yeah, but unfortunately, I do everything on the weekends. Like I said, I've got a real job, a full-time job, but it's getting to the point where I've got so much stuff in the works that I don't have enough time to do it all.
Right.
Which I guess is good. Is better than better than nothing. Like, actually, we just did I just put a video up I think it was yesterday from a big Volkswagen thing called Bug Fest here in Florida. That's really big with that crowd. And I had other stuff going on, but the one guy, Johnny, that films for me, he's a Volkswagen guy. So he went by himself and he just shot a bunch of video and sent it to me, and I edited it. So it's nice to have a couple guys. I think that's the way we're going to probably start going, is we need to start covering more than one place on a weekend instead of just myself.
Right. Yeah, that's good to have a little team, especially people that kind of know what you're looking for your channel.
Right.
Because anybody can go out there and just record, but if they don't know what type of content or how you like it to be created, then that could be its own little issue in itself. You could be sitting there watching 3 hours of junk.
Yeah, exactly.
But a lot of these race live streamers, they use iPhone.
Yeah.
iPhone has perfect picture quality. You can zoom in and out. You can read your chats. They have good sound quality, and it's as simple as pulling your phone out of your pocket and hitting the plus button. It kind of simplifies it. You're not, you might have to have some bad battery packs, but you're not carrying around, 2-3 cameras and these humongous batteries and all these microphones and all that stuff. You just
we carry most of everything we shoot on GoPros.
Right.
When I do a live, I do it from my phone. Unfortunately I'm an Android user. I'm not an iPhone guy, but it works out okay. But we have 4 GoPros that we use, and they work okay. But the problem with it is that while you're filming, you can't zoom in. They don't zoom very well. And,
right.
And I've got a camcorder that's a decent one that kind of works, but kind of doesn't. We've got extra battery packs, extra long-term battery packs we hook to them. We've got our own rigs that we've set up and created. So we're just so busy with the car show stuff. I just haven't been doing a lot of the racing stuff, a lot of the drag racing stuff. So, we'll get around to it. I've got a gentleman that I just met that's a career bracket racer that is actually now part of my wife's family. Her grandson just married his daughter, and I didn't know it, but I found out that he's been drag racing for a living for 30 some years. So I just started hooking up with him. He actually lives in Tennessee, so he's supposed to be coming down here. So if he comes down, we're going to do some following on him, and he roams around the Southeast, basically from the Carolinas south. Anywhere there's a big money race, he goes to it. So we might start filming some of his stuff. I don't know.
Right. There's actually a market out there for some of them big drag racers that will pay you to spend your day filming them.
Yeah. I hope we can get to that point. It's to the point where it's like, it's got to be profitable enough for me I'd love to be able to quit my real job. Because my wife actually is just getting ready. She's retiring early, and we're going to start traveling. Nice. Like I said, we're going to grab a place in Tennessee. So I'm going to be in that area near Pigeon Forge where they do a lot of the car shows and stuff. But I'll be able to get content from different places. But I would love to have a small RV and just travel around and me do, racing and car show content and her, she likes doing antique stuff and little towns, and we like the mom and pop kind of off the road kind of stuff. So I'd love to be able to do that for a living. It's not going to happen right away, but hopefully.
Well, there's a big travel market too going on. Like people that travel in RVs. That's another whole nother channel concept or something to add to your channel right now.
Yeah. Well, and I've got a
you could add the antiquing to your content. Like,
yeah, I've got a second channel. Was actually my first channel that we started. That's it's called Tuck Jam Adventures, and it's very, very small. I haven't promoted it, but when we take a vacation, we go up to Tennessee and we go through the mountains or whatever, and we do some cruises we've been to Mexico and the Caribbean and stuff. I film all of that. So that's never really taken off just because I spend most of my time doing all of the car content stuff. But at some point, if we got to that point, I already have the channel set up. I've already got content out there. It would just be a matter of next year. Actually, I'll have more content on that channel because we'll be traveling a little bit more. We're going to spend a month up in Tennessee. We already booked it on a working llama farm. And
that'd be cool.
For a month. And I'm actually going to do my real job from up there because I can work from anywhere. But we're going to be there on this llama farm, so that'll be some cool content. They're supposed to show you how they do everything, and it's a working farm, so that's going to be pretty interesting. So
that would be interesting. Just don't get too close because them things like to spit.
Oh yeah. So that'll be pretty cool. And then we're going to do some other stuff next year, and we got a couple cruises booked and travel and stuff. So I don't know.
Like when you do your traveling in your RV, set your camera up and go live.
Yeah.
People just love that right now. Like people love to see right now that vlogging is real hot on live stream. Driving around the country is real hot on live stream.
Oh yeah.
And the drag racing is it's not as good as it was unless you go to an event where Cletus or Billy or somebody like that's there. Then your event, or Big Chief. You can go to an event where one of them guys are. It'll pop. If you go to regular events, it's kind of hit or miss. But traveling around in your RV, it'll blow up more than you would even think it would.
Yeah, I'm hoping
there's homeless people that have made it on YouTube, just being live streamed, being homeless.
Right. Yeah, I watch a guy. I can't think of his name. I watch a guy that does camping videos, and he camps. He hides out, like he'll camp on the side of a highway overnight somewhere, and then he's done ones where he'll hide in the bushes and camp with his tent and stuff like that. And it's just kind of different. But he's got a huge following out there. People that follow that kind of stuff.
It's crazy the stuff that blows up on here for live streaming. Like stuff that you would never think of.
Sometimes I have to kind of remember, my son puts me in perspective sometimes, because I'll look at stuff and really get kind of upset and go, God, look at that guy's site. Why is he so big? Why is he making money? Why is he doing this for a living? And I'm not, but it takes time. We just started doing the racing stuff actually in like January of this year. So we've done pretty well. And actually we started, it was part of my travel channel, and I decided to split it off. And we actually did, if you're familiar with the drag and drive stuff, we did Sick Week.
Yeah. Bang Shift covers that.
Yeah.
And they do great when they cover that.
They started here in Bradenton and ended in Bradenton. So we did 3 days, and I just walked around the pits the first day, and I did like 50 some interviews with people, just walking up to them and go, hey, who are you? Where are you from? And tell me about your car. And of course they love doing that stuff. So that started us off and did really well, because there was guys from all over, from Canada and just everywhere. So that's actually coming up in February next year. They're doing it here. It goes from actually they're starting in Orlando this year, which I'm kind of disappointed about, but it's going to be Orlando and Bradenton and Gainesville and Valdosta, Georgia, and then back to Orlando. So it's 5 days.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. So we'll probably shoot some of that. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do the whole week or not. But-
Cletus will be involved in that too normally.
Oh yeah. He'll be. Yeah, I got a bunch of video. I got interviews with those guys. His guys are all super nice, man. They all talk to you and everything. But yeah, he's kind of wishy-washy about the whole people filming him stuff and putting stuff up before he does. Sometimes
Yeah,
he's
but
like,
see
okay,
that's something like what you said earlier though. Look, dude, he's already a millionaire.
oh,
He's already fucking
well,
made it.
yeah, exactly.
And the 500 people that are gonna watch your video of him is not gonna take away from the 10,000 people that are gonna watch his video.
He put something up and 2 hours later it's got 40,000 views.
Right.
And hell, I've never, the one that I did of his, like I said, it got like almost 200,000 views or something, and that's the only thing I've ever had that really blew up like that. And it was only because it was him.
Right.
The other stuff doesn't. So it's not hurting his pocket any. Come on, It's like, he's got 3 million viewers and I've got 2,700, What am I doing? I'm not taking any money out of his pocket. So it's
right.
ridiculous.
If anything, it's just promoting him more.
Yeah, right, exactly. I mean, that's the way I look at it too.
That's one thing that some of these YouTubers need to get through their mind too, is, there's the First Amendment thing. If you do something in public view and in the public eye, I have all rights in the world to record you doing it, whether it's something you're doing positive or if it's something you're doing negative.
Right.
If you want that to be private, then go rent the damn track.
And he does that. He rents the track, and that's fine. I can't get in. I can't film it. But if I paid $20 to get in the gate and he's there or anybody else is there, I'll be damned if I'm not filming it. I don't care what you say,
Right.
So, and it's not usually the YouTubers that have a problem with that. Like I said, it's all the freaks that follow him. It's like a cult,
Right.
These guys are insane that they just live and breathe through this guy, and it's ridiculous. I guess it's the same thing like it used to be with, or still is probably with, football players, baseball players, anybody that's in the public eye. I guess if you're a celebrity or whatever, but I don't worship anybody like that. Come on, there's still people at the end of the day. He's just he's lucky to be doing what he loves, and he's making a lot of money doing it. So good for him.
It's like that right now with Tommy and Billy.
Yeah.
SRC. Anything SRC related is golden.
Yep.
That's another one right now that Tommy and Billy, Cletus, and Big Chief.
Yeah.
If you get anything with them on there, or you go to an event that they're at, your shit's gonna blow up. Just because there's so many people that want to see them, and then they want to come to yours to see what you say about them or what you do about it, so they have something to either like or something to bitch about.
Yeah, and the big ones that like we talked to at like Sick Week, Tom Bailey that puts the thing on. He's a super nice guy. I've talked to him. I did an interview on online with him and stuff. Cool guy. Alex Taylor, who's the young girl that races her and her dad. She's huge. People follow her. She was super nice to us. She actually did a little promotional thing for us, a little like a what do you want to call it? Like a spot where she said, I'm Alex Taylor and you're watching Racers and Rods, and I put that up on some of my videos and stuff. So, most of them are really cool about it. Some of them
like a little intro.
Yeah, like a little intro thing, like a commercial kind of deal. And I've asked a couple of them to do that, and they all have said, yeah, that's that's cool. So, but I don't understand, like all of them, yeah, they're popular and stuff, but it's like these fanboys and stuff that worship Cletus are like, oh, I mean, it's crazy. You can't say anything about the guy or anything he does without people, going off. And I mean, they want to live every second of his life. I'm like, let the guy, be a human. I mean, him and his wife just had a baby. Leave him alone, let them be parents. And God, they got to name the kid and all this stuff. Jesus, the guy, come on. So anyway, yeah, I don't get it. I try to stay away from all that shit. I stay away from all that shit. I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. I got other things I need to deal with.
Right. Yeah, I understand that.
So
it is ridiculous though that you got them guys that are so they're bigger than their britches, and then they want to get their butt hurt because they were in a public spot and they got recorded, and then you dropped your video before I could drop my video, and blah 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 blah. And it's like, it really doesn't fucking matter, because if them 3.5 million people really love you the way you think they do, then they're not going to give two fucks about me.
Sure. Well, and like I said on my video, I said I was there live. I mean, I was, I had media access. I stood in front of the car as he did the burnout, and he came. I could have touched the car as it went by. That's how close I was to him when he was at the track. I was there live. I saw it. I still watched his video because I want to see what he said. I want to see what he said in the car. I want to see, afterwards in the pits. I stood there and recorded them. I didn't hear everything they said. I still want to see, I want to see their perspective of it. So it wasn't like I saw it live and go, oh, I'm not going to watch his videos now because I saw it somewhere else. And that's bullshit. They're going to watch it. People are going to watch it anyway. So it's ridiculous. It's crazy.
Yeah, I told Lou a couple of times because, when Lou's there, he's like, oh, well, Cletus is coming up, so I'll record the burnout, but I won't record the pass. I was like, Lou, walk over there and talk to that. He's a regular fucking man. Walk over there and talk to him. Tell him, hey, I'm live streaming, you care if I catch your pass, because if you have the hang up about it, your fans are going to have the hang up about it too.
Right. And he says,
oh, that's the
unwritten, that's like an unwritten rule among, but here's my thing that I told Lou and he didn't have an answer for me. There's 10 other guys out there that night that have YouTube channels. Now they don't all have 3 million subscribers. One of them is Cooper Brigetti, who I've talked to a million times, and Lou's talked to him, and he has a following because he used to work for Cletus. But he said, I don't care if you film my stuff or not. You can. So Lou will film his pass, and then you've got guys there that have the
Tesla Plaid channel,
Tesla Plaid channel. Well, he's not a big deal. You film his pass. So what's the cutoff? Who makes the rule on when you're big enough to warrant you not following his pass? And there's a lot of guys that have little teeny YouTube channels, but you're filming their pass. So what the hell, maybe I don't want you to film mine. And Lou's
constantly shouting them guys out too on his stream.
Sure,
this is
absolutely.
Tesla Plaid channel coming up. Y'all guys go check him out.
And he's done that with me. The first time I met him, I knew who he was. The first time I met him out there, he was walking through the pits, and I wasn't even trying to get on camera. I just behind the scenes, I handed him one of my business cards, and he looked at it and he goes, oh, hey, I know who this guy is. Hey, everybody check this out. He showed my card online. He showed me. He said, hey, this is Racers and Rods. Check out his channel. He does car content. He didn't have to do that for me, but he did. But I'm glad he did because that's one of the only reasons I go in and I get, I shout out to him on the live stuff, is, hey, I want to promote my own shit,
I mean, that's where I came across you at. So,
oh yeah, absolutely. Cause he said something about me out there. Yeah.
Well, I see you in the chat too,
Yeah. If I get 1 or 2 or 5 people that follow my stuff because of him, that's what it's all about. I got to gain content somewhere. I got to gain people somewhere. So,
and he don't lose anything from that. Because I still watch him just as well,
And I don't do the same thing that he does. Most of my stuff is car shows. We do some racing, but we don't do lives. And he even said the last time I think I chatted with him, he said, oh, you could be on the other side of the track. You could do a live at the same time I am. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. That's your gig. You do it well. I'm not going to try to take people away from you. I'm going to let you do your thing and I'll do mine. I mean, I'm in a lot of his videos, where he'll pan across the starting line and I'll be standing out in the middle of the track, video, doing video for, a non-live for doing a YouTube video.
Right.
But I'll be out there in the middle and I'll have the shirt on with my logo on the back of it. And he'll say, oh, hey, these Races and Rods is out there, whatever. So, we're all working together. I'm not at it to be an adversary, even if it's somebody that shoots the same car shows as me. I tell all these guys, man, I want to meet you. Come up and shake my hand. We'll do some kind of cross promotion. You promote me, I'll promote you, whatever,
That's one thing that a lot of these people on YouTube need to realize too, because there's a lot of jealousy in a lot of different communities.
Yeah, I'm not into all that.
There are close to probably 1 billion freaking people that watch YouTube. There's enough people out there for everybody to make it that wants to make it and put in the work and effort.
Right. And even if you're at the same event as me, you're shooting. Everybody shoots their own way.
Right.
I do videos my way. You do videos your way. Mine are maybe a little more theatrical or whatever. I put background music in them and a lot of that stuff. I do some interviews, whatever. But everybody's out there to do their same thing. There's guys here in town that. One guy that just started a channel and he basically goes to all the same shows I do, but he stands out by the road and he gets all the guys as they're leaving doing burnouts and all that stuff. And that's what he
Right.
does. And I said, hey, man, come up to me and say hi. We'll talk. We'll cross promote. I have no problem. We film some of that stuff, but that's not my primary thing. So, hey, I don't have and I've subscribed to his channel. I don't have any reason to knock the guy. He's not taking any money out of my pocket. Who gives a shit?
People are also like, you can have 10 people at the same event, like you said, but people are going to draw to the personality of the person they like.
Right. Right.
They're going to pick up the personality that they like to be around, that they like to be with and associate with. It's not necessarily going to be who has the best content or who has the most followers. It's going to be the personality that they respect and the opinion they want to hear.
Well, and I do things my way, and I'm not going to change that. And if you don't like it, if it's not your thing, then go watch somebody else.
Find somebody else, because there's
I'm not going to
20
change.
other
I'm not going to
motherfuckers
change
doing
the way I act or what I do or what I like just because of somebody else. So if you don't like what I do, then I'm sure there's somebody out there that has something that's more your taste. Go find them, go do it, and good for you.
Right. But you don't need to bash me on your way out the door either.
No. There's plenty to eat for everybody. I tell these guys, hey, because we started setting up at some of these shows, we set up like a little booth and promote ourselves and stuff. Come over and introduce yourself, shake my hand. I want to know who you are, especially some of the guys that are just photographers. They don't do video, they just do still shots. And we do some. We put it on Facebook, but it's not our primary. It's not the YouTube thing, of course. And I'm like, hey, maybe we can work together someday. I don't know. Maybe you can use some of my stuff. I can use some of yours. Who the hell knows? But I'm not in it to be bashing somebody and go, oh, that's that guy. Screw him. Whatever. I'm not into that stuff. That's not why I do this.
I'm kind of believing that whole free range thing. If you can clip something off of one of my lives or one of my videos and make something out of it that I can't make out of it, then go be it. Go do it. I don't care. I'm not going to hit you with the copyright because you took something I did and made it better.
Right.
Right.
And I've told some of these guys
being a better person.
I've told some of these guys, that just shoot still photos and stuff. If you find something that I shot video of that you want to use for some reason, let me know and I'll be glad. Hell, I'll send it to you. I'm not that worried about it. And it's funny because people will do that at the drag strip. I'll be out there at the beginning. I'll go out and one of my guys will be shooting video. I'll have my big camera out. I'll be taking still shots and somebody will walk over to me and go, hey, this guy coming up is my son. What do you charge for pictures if you get some good pictures of him? I'm like, here's my card. Send me an email. I'm not charging you for them. I'll send them to you for free. I'm not in it to make money off of photos. I'm not a photographer. They're not going to be probably, they might be good. They might not. Who the hell knows? But that's not how I make money. So hell, I'll send them to you. I'm not going to charge you $10 for a photo just because I took it. I don't care.
Right.
So people need light.
Yeah. See, that's different than a lot of people out there. Because a lot of people out there, they market.
Yeah.
They do their videos or their lives and then they market photos on their Facebook.
Right.
And there's out there,
at least at Bradenton and Orlando and all, there's a lady that has a company, KC Photography, and she is the track photographer and she takes hundreds of photos. She takes photos of every car, every pass, and she sells them. That's what she does. So if you want to go buy a photo, go buy it from her because her her picture is probably going to be better than mine. But
right, she does it 150 times a day.
Yeah, you can go, but if you want just, hey, I caught a shot and it was good. I'll do that. Sometimes I'll walk up in the pits, especially, they do like junior dragsters with these kids. And I've caught a couple really cool shots and I just walk up to them in the pits, and I'll go to the parent and say, hey, here's my card. I caught a really good shot of your kid on that last pass. Send me an email and I'll send you the pictures.
Right.
Oh, really? You will? I'm like, yeah, and it's like, God, people need to just lighten up. I don't know.
You get what you put out,
Too many people getting butthurt about stuff, And the nice thing about it is if you do that kind of stuff, my idea is that you pay it forward and sooner or later it'll come back to you. So, hey, if I'm nice to them sometime, who knows, down the road, they might want to, create a video package of their kid or something, come to me and say, hey, would you mind doing? Well, I'll pay you for it. Okay. Well, okay. Because I remember you gave me that photo last year or whatever. That stuff that comes back around for you. So,
right.
That's just the way I look at it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Well, that's cool. I'm glad I ran across you this morning. I just happened to be scanning and seeing what was going on Facebook or on YouTube and saw your live here. I missed a couple of the last ones that you did. So.
Because you're already subscribed to me though, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
somebody told me, Nitro Freak told me yesterday to start kind of putting the hashtags in the titles, with like live chat and panels and stuff like that. And that should start kind of helping some of the algorithms send new people around.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've tried some of that. It seems like some of it works, some of it doesn't. I don't know. I watch a lot of that. I watch so much of that stuff online about, how to properly market yourself on YouTube and how to get your YouTube viewers up. And because that's the problem. I mean, we were really, really small. And because of that ridiculous thing with Cletus, I mean, I gained like 2,000 subscribers within 24 hours because
from
of
one video.
One video. And my son was always telling me, because we had like 500 subscribers or whatever, and we were growing pretty good, but slowly but surely. And I'm like, man, we're not going to make it until sometime next year. And my son kept telling me, Dad, he watches stuff on, so much stuff on YouTube like I do. And he said, man, all it takes is one video. And that was the one video. We went from, like 500 subscribers to like 25 or 2,600 or something like overnight, and got, the 4,000 hours or whatever it is of view time you have to get to be monetized. I got that on one video. Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah. That video got like 186,000 views in like 24 hours. That's
crazy.
It's insane.
But it just had like a little piece of him in it. It wasn't the whole video. Wasn't just him.
No, that video that I posted was well. Here's what I did. I was live that night filming I wasn't filming anybody else. I was at the track. I heard that he was coming, and I saw that his car was in line, so I went live. I filmed his first 2 runs live, and I had it on my phone live, but I was also on the same thing I was holding that we built. I had my GoPro running video. So when I went home that night, the next morning, I got up at like 4:00 in the morning. I edited the video, put the video up, and took the lives down. So that video was nothing but, this is Cletus's first run when he first put that big motor in the mullet, his El Camino, and it hadn't been seen. He had never raced it before. It was when he first put the motor in it. And I got his first run. He didn't go very far. In the second one, he did a wheelie and stood it on the bumper and broke the car. And so he didn't make any passes anyway. So I posted it. I took down I hid the lives, and I put the actual video up that I edited of his runs and me standing in the pits and talking to his guy George and talking to them and everything. I edited all that and put it up at like 4:00 in the morning, and within 24 hours it went ballistic. So
that's crazy.
And I got like 900 comments, and about 500 of them were what a piece of shit I was, and that they'd never watch my channel again. But hey, they all subscribed. And
then every one of them stuck around anyways, just to wait for that next time.
I mean, probably a lot of them don't watch my content anymore, but but I had a lot of people afterwards.
See that day that you do it again.
I had a lot of people. Yeah, I had a lot of people that came back afterwards and said, this guy didn't do anything wrong. Lighten up. You guys are getting butt hurt over nothing. So it was about half and half. But like I said, I mean, I had people who were like, "Oh, I know what you look like. I've seen you out there. You better not wear your shirt with your logo on it next time you come out there, because I'm going to confront you." And I'm like, "Hey man, I'm not hard to find.
There's really a lot of naive people out here. Like I told you, I clipped that little Tom McDonald thing at 5 seconds, and I'm getting comments like people are acting like they're talking to Tom McDonald on my comment.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can see that it says my name on there. And on the video, I think you got to add something to yourself. So I even like recorded, I think it actually just caught like a piece of my forehead because I had my phone laying down and I didn't realize how I had to do it. And I just pushed the button and I was like, oh crap, it's recording. I hit stop, And there's people on there telling, oh, you're such a great person for this. And, yada, yada, yada. And it's like, can people not read that this is from me? This is me just covering my own tracks because I'm tired of YouTube
Right.
hitting me with the copyright every night.
Right. Well, and
And
I
it's-
went and I was on there, people were saying, "Oh my God, you're just one of those guys. Look at you standing in the pits trolling Cletus and his crew." I was there 2 hours before him. I didn't even know he was coming. I couldn't care less whether he was there or not. I wasn't there to film him. And I was standing there, there were 50 people around his car. And, 30 of them had cell phones out and were recording them. I just happened to have my GoPro. I happened to, be a guy that shoots, quality video. But there were all kinds of people standing there with cell phones recording him. They were like, "Oh, I guess you just follow him around and try to get it." I'm like, I don't follow the guy. If he's here, I'm going to shoot him. If he's not, he's not, James Tall that works for him, he has his own race car and stuff. I walk up to him out there and I talk to him and he's told me about his car. I've interviewed him, had his kids on. I asked him, "Is it okay if I shoot you?" He's like, "Yeah, the kids are fine, but it's not a big deal, but people are like, God, they get so out of hand with him. It's like he's a freaking god or something. It's like, lighten up, people.
Right. Yeah, he's just a regular person like we are.
Yeah, so
he just happens to do cooler shit than we do.
Yeah, he's lucky to make millions of dollars doing shit that we would love to be doing.
Right? Yeah, he gets to live the good life.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I watch their posts on Facebook, and I have to bite my tongue half the time because I try to be a little sarcastic. There was a guy in there that was showing. He said, "Oh, I hate, or I have, I support Cletus and his crew. I counted in my closet. I have 49 of his shirts. Are you fucking crazy? Like
that's your whole goddamn wardrobe? Do you have a mullet wig and fucking you run around and talk like him too?
You have to wear one of his shirts everywhere you go. It's like I tell my wife, it's like it's a cult. I mean, it's scary sometimes how these people are. I mean,
it's kind of crazy.
Like, oh, I found online. I found where he lives. I know where he lives. I drive by his house probably 3 times a week. I know exactly where he lives. I'm not going to camp out in front of his house or anything.
Yeah, I was about to say half them weirdos are probably sitting out there with a tent right now, waiting just to see him for 2 seconds.
Oh, it's crazy, And I understand, like I said, it's a little different just because, hey, it's like if you live in the same neighborhood as an actor or a celebrity or a baseball player or something. You get used to seeing the guy. Okay, he's whatever. When I was younger, I worked at a private golf course with my brother and my dad. And there was a lot of celebrities. There was a lot of ex-ball players and everything there because it was private. And they expected to be treated like anybody else. If you treat them like that, they treat you like that. If you don't bow down to, and yeah, a lot of times I'd say, hey, if you don't mind, I got this baseball card. Can you sign it? Or this baseball? Oh yeah, I'd happy to do an autograph. I took pictures. I mean, I've played golf with guys. I mean, I played golf. I've played golf many a times with Dickie Betts that was in the Allman Brothers. I mean, it was like he was just another guy. And I'm not bragging about that, but it's just he's a guy. I mean, it's like I don't, I'm not gonna act like he's the Messiah or something because of he's popular and he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, or whatever. Who gives a shit? He's a cool guy. So,
right? Yeah, he's still a regular person at the end of the day that wants to be treated regular. People don't really. I mean, a lot of people don't want people groveling all over them.
And that's why those guys were members at a course where it was private because they could be treated like just another guy, and not have to be worried about the press following them and people follow them and autographs and stuff like that to be roaming around behind them. They were going someplace private so they can enjoy themselves and you got to respect that. So, but again, when you're out in public, these people that are celebrities or whatever that get nasty and rude and everything because they're out in public, they're walking through an airport and people are taking photos of them and asking for autographs. Hey man, that's your life. You're an actor, a football player, baseball player, whatever the hell you are, you chose to do that. And because people notice you and see you in public, that's your problem.
Let's say that you were TMZ and you did a little segment on Cletus. You think his fans will be butthurt then?
No, yeah, absolutely not. I look at it the same way. Like you said, all I'm doing is promoting his stuff. Somebody might look at my stuff and go, "Oh man, check out what he had on there. That's cool." There are people that don't know who the guy is. So, I don't know. It's crazy sometimes.
All right, we're about to push the 2 hour mark right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it for this morning and get me some
Yeah, I
rest.
got to get back and actually do some real work. And my son just texted me, and I need to find out what he wants. So
All right, so I'm gonna go back, and before I post the video up, I'm gonna tag everybody in it that was in here. We had Rods and Racers, we had Kenneth from the Snake Community, we had Journey with
yeah,
Miss Kiki. Who was the other one we had? Yeah, we had Tammy CNY. So
right.
we had us 5 good guests this morning on the live
Yeah,
panel.
it's kind of cool. Just everybody's into something different. It's not like we're all talking about the same stuff. So
Well, that's one thing. That one thing about my channel is I put myself in so many different communities and support so many different people that in return they can all come here and they can get outside of their elements a little bit. Like you're
yeah,
from
that's
the race
cool.
community. Tammy's just a regular vlogger. Journey with Miss Kiki's a vlogger that she's kind of got a pretty good following on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll have
Kenneth's
to
from
look
the
her up.
reptile community. So there's we had 5 different communities in here at one time.
That's cool. And I look those people up and check them out and see, I follow a little bit of everything. So if it's interesting, I don't care what it is. It's interesting, I
Right.
follow it. So
That's one thing I kind of like about what I got going on here is I can bring all these different people from all these different walks of life
yeah, it's
into
pretty
one
cool.
place. Like, sometimes we'll have people from the fish community in here. We have First Amendment people that come through here from YouTube. We have a lot of different types of YouTube channels that come through here and that can associate with one another and expand their horizons. You
Right.
don't have to.
Yeah.
That's one thing about YouTube is if you get stuck in one category, you might get stuck where you are.
Right. Yeah, I follow a little bit of everything. I follow guys that, like you said, guys that do, that do online, that do vlogs and stuff. I follow guys that drive semi trucks, for a living.
Missouri, look up Missouri Randy. Dan Missouri Randy, he does semi trucks. He'll do over the road driving. He was just in Florida when the last hurricane hit.
Oh, really? Yeah,
There's another guy,
I
Moon
follow a guy.
over Miami, does a lot of driving.
I
He's
follow a guy
almost
named
about to hit his
Justin
1K.
called Just Trucking, and a lot of his stuff is kind of family stuff. You kind of have to be into his stuff with his kids and his wife, but he builds cars, he builds hot rods and monster trucks and stuff like that. So he's cool. But yeah, I watch a little bit of everything. I'm not stuck on just one thing. If it's interesting, I watch it. Learn something new.
Right, and then you get to broaden your YouTube community.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
a lot of people in that have reptiles, they have other interests. They're very passionate about their reptiles, but they like drag racing.
Right. Yeah, you never know. I mean, hell, I work with a guy that's one of our technicians out in the field who I've only met face to face a couple of times, but I talk to him probably 4 or 5 times a day. And we were on a chat, a work chat, and I saw that his avatar was a dual turbocharged motor in a Pro Mod car. Right. And I texted him afterwards. I'm like, dude, are you in the cars? And he's like, man, I love cars. And I'm like, really? Because I don't really tell anybody at work what what my side stuff is. I kind of keep that private, And I'm here, I sent him the link. I'm like, go check out this YouTube channel. And the next day he's like, man, that's some cool shit, man. It's all kinds of stuff. I said, yeah, that's me, man. That's my stuff. He's like, no freaking way. I was like, yeah. So you never know. You never know what somebody might be into. I saw the avatar there from I don't know if he's gone now or not, the Nitro Freak. I was into that stuff. I was into RC cars for a long while when I was younger. I used to race RC cars and stuff. I love that.
Hell,
stuff.
Nitro Freak has a 70 split bumper Camaro.
Nice. But
nice.
He
does a lot of panels too.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look him up.
Check him out. You might be interested in some way.
But I was into that stuff. I watched some of that stuff online. Some of these guys that do RC stuff, racing and do builds and all that kind of stuff.
He's kind of like one of the go-to RC guys for questions. He builds the motors. Oh, cool. You might already actually be connected with him and not know it because he's in that RC community.
Could be. Yeah, I watch a little bit of that stuff, so who knows? But yeah. All right, man. Well, I appreciate it. Yep. Thanks for having me on, and I'll probably be back at some point. I'll catch you one of these days. And thanks for watching my stuff. I appreciate it. You're one of the ones that at least you leave some messages or leave some comments every now and then. At least I know.
I try to always make sure I comment on people's stuff just so that because I go and I'll see people's shit and you'll have 250 likes and no comments.
Right.
It's like, why can't somebody say? Why can't somebody say hello or nice
stuff
car?
Very few. My stuff, even if I have videos that do 500, 600, 700 views or whatever, and I'll have no comments, like none.
Right.
I mean, I'll have 150 likes, but just nobody comments on stuff. I don't know if it's, I don't know why, but it just doesn't. So
It's just
it's
kind of
nice
weird.
every
I
now
don't
and then
know.
to go, oh, somebody said something about one of my videos.
Right. Yeah. A little bit of back interaction.
Right. Yeah. 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 I appreciate
Little
that.
appreciation for your efforts type of deal.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you, just saying, anybody saying something, even if they didn't like it or something, I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean,
Constructive criticism is welcome as long as
right.
you're not being a dickhead about it.
Yeah, right. It's funny because you get these videos, and especially like I put a lot of the shorts on there, like the reels or whatever. I put the shorts on there now to try to gain views and stuff like that. And it's like, you'll get a bunch of likes, but your like percentage will be 85%. So there's a number of people that decided they didn't like that video. Well, what didn't you like about it? What do you not like the car? Do you not like the way I shot it? Do you not like my attitude? What do you?
Hey, type something in chat so Nitro Free can scoop your channel up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hang on. Let me get over there.
And then after he types something, then after you get that typed in, I'm gonna cut this off and go to the store and I gotta lay down with the wife for a little while. She's gotta work at the evening time, so we only spend our time together in the mornings. And that way he'll be able to connect with you. He'll leave you a message. You'll be able to get back with him and kind of take it from there.
All right, cool. Yeah, we're pretty much did that post? Oh, there it goes.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah,
I appreciate you for coming in and talking with me for a while. I appreciate everybody else that come in and watched us. And everybody make sure that y'all catch us on the next one. We will I'll be live tonight and I might do one at 7, but I'll definitely be doing one at 10:30.
Okay, cool.
And I'm Central Standard Time.
Oh, that's right. Yep. I forgot about that. All right. I appreciate it. Thanks, everybody.
Everybody have a good one.
See ya.